How many wins does Mark Cavendish have in the Tour de France, and how did the British rider achieve them? We're going to look at the star sprinters' wins throughout the year, the rider who's been called the best ever Tour de France sprinter, and what it's going to take for him to reach the record. In 2007, he made his debut, just 22 years old. He had already made an impression on the cycling peloton, victories in the Skill de Prix, stages in the Vuelta a Catalunya and the 4 days of Dunkirk, but this was the big one. Well, it was nervous and there were crashes, and he pulled the plug on the 2007 Tour de France in stage 8. But his breakthrough would come soon enough, and we were all right to keep an eye on Mark Cavendish there in 2008 with Team Columbia, 3 stage wins. And then that dominant year, 2009, that's when he really put the hammer down, winning 6 stages, almost unheard of now for a top sprinter in the Tour de France. In fact, Mark Cavendish will tell you himself, the sprinters don't have as many chances these days in Grand Tours. He took advantage when he could. 6 stage wins he took home in that 2009 edition and established himself as the best sprinter in the peloton. After that breakthrough edition in 2009, following the 2008 edition with 3 stage wins, well, he reached peak performance 2009 through 2011, those years with HTC High Road. 5 stage wins in both 2009 and 2010. Wins the points classification, the green jersey in 2011, and 4 successive wins on the Champs-Élysées. And that's where every sprinter wants to win. And during that period, Cavendish made it his home turf. Then there were the team changes, the increased competition. From 2012 onwards, things started to look a little bit more difficult for the great sprinter Mark Cavendish from the Isle of Man. The British rider came up against riders like the German Marcel Kittel during those years when he switched from Team Sky, Omega Pharma Quickstep, and Dimension Data. He didn't pick up as many wins, but he was still showing a force to reckon with. In 2016, though, he did achieve a goal with Team Dimension Data, winning stage 1, and more importantly for him that time, taking the yellow jersey, winning 4 stages in that year's edition. On the rest day, the second rest day, he left the race to prepare for the Rio Olympics. From that year, 2016 to 2021, he battled with illness, injury, and depression, but Omega Pharma, Team Quickstep, his old team, gave him a chance, and in 2021, he was back at the Tour de France. He came out and he came out swinging. 4 stage wins, and with those 4, if you were doing the tally, well, we're up to 34 stage wins, and 34 is important because it matches the great Eddy Merckx, and it matches the record for stage wins in the Tour de France. Now, the British rider was equal with the great Eddy Merckx. That's where it stands right now, 34 stage wins. He's had bad luck over the last years following 2021, wasn't selected in 2022, switched teams again in 2023 for Team Astana, came close, but then had to abandon the race due to a crash. Reset to 2024, and it's all about the Tour de France. Can he do it? What do you think? He's only had a couple of wins this year, and they've been small wins. And frankly, when he's been up against the big sprinters, he hasn't yet delivered. But the key word there is yet, because if he's able to pull it off, it would be magic. It would be a breakthrough. It would be win number 35. Probably no one would be able to touch that for decades to come. And Cavendish, who's already written his place in Tour de France history, would surely cement his spot as all-time sprint king, which he already has that title, but no one would ever touch him for all-time stage wins in the Tour de France. Tune in to find out if he can do it in the 2024 Tour de France.